Hey, it's Aaron. This is a story about Dan's air conditioner being broken for a couple months and how he refused to fix it. So maybe it's around May or June. It's not that hot out. His air conditioner slash heater is broken. I'm like, yo, dude, like, why don't you just call up our apartment building and get it fixed? And he's like, no, dude, he was like embarrassed of like calling them and having maintenance come out and like see his apartment or something. So he didn't want to do it. And I'm like, all right, man, you're gonna be paying for it in the summer. Like you're gonna be sweating a lot. He's like, no, I'll be good. I'm tough. I went through Outward Bound or whatever, and I was like, all right, man. And so it continues on. It's getting to be June, and starting to get into July, and it's starting to get warmer. And I'm like, yo, man, like you should probably start calling and getting your air conditioner fixed. He's like, no, man, I can make it. And then it, and then it rolls into July where it's like 90, 100 degrees every day. On his thermostat inside his apartment, it said 95 at one point. It was that hot. So when I'd go over and hang out with him, I'd knock on his door. He would open the door, and just a huge rush of hot air would hit me. I'd be like, dude, when are you getting your air conditioner fixed? He'd be like answer the door, like panting, and sweat would be running down his face. And he'd be like, dude, it's a hot box in here. And I'm like, yeah, man, when are you gonna get it fixed? And so finally, and then also he was telling me, on top of everything else, that he can't sleep. It's too hot. In the middle of the night, every 5 minutes, he's jumping in the shower and taking a cold shower to try to keep his body temperature normal. And I'm like, dude, you have to call and get this fixed. So he finally calls. He gets something fixed in it. It works for maybe one day, and I'm there, and he's blasting it. And then the next day, it's broken again for some reason. I think they installed it incorrectly. And so he's dying again. I'm like, yo, man, you gotta call again. He's like, yeah. So they came out again and finally fixed it. The next week after they fixed it, he put the thermostat down to like 50 degrees. It's an ice box anytime I go and hang out with him. And it's just like, rather than that hot rush of air that hits me in the face when he opens the door for me, it's like ice cubes hitting my face when he opens the door. And it's just like the coldest place imaginable. And so that's Dan. Like that's one extreme to another, and he just loved that he had air conditioning. And he was so happy. It was so hilarious.